We didn't even go on a 10-game streak, bro. Still, I want to go on the 20, bro. So we not playing no more. This bed ain't ever gonna feel so good in my life. I'm gonna hop my big black ass in this bed. See, come too far. Gotta make clutch time. Win 5 All-Star team-up games in a row. I already know you're not coming back, so I'm gonna lay in that bed till you call me. I'm gonna lay in the bed till you call me, bro. Yep, call me when you're off that toilet. Let's see what I can get from this auction house before I go lay down. And now get back good. You didn't request it, bro. Oh. Oh, matter of fact, hold on, let me end the share screen. I forgot. Hey, I'm streaming on YouTube, bro. You know where to go find me. You know where to find me, bro. 2.8. I almost got magic. I was praying to hit. I didn't get enough. Is it worth getting magic? Okay, he's literally one of my main scorers.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. We've got a unique game for you here. Some collegiate players added to the regular mix. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Neil Jackson. What you mean? Who said we ain't trying to play reg? I was waiting on you.
Here we go.
I'm trying to get some bump in. Nigga Mario wants to go take his shit, so we gotta play for that nigga.
The shot by Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody around. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Cunningham for three. And the three ball is good.
And Cunningham responds confidently at the other end.
You know, Stan, we talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses. What impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Johnson for three. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Nice seeing Johnson drain the three ball, proving how lethal of a scorer he can be.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's McGrady. And Oakland hits again from deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Johnson. 6 points for him. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. And Oakland hits again from deep.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
Puts up a deep three. They get it again. And Thomas over to help. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And that one's good. McGrady.
3 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
From deep, Johnson. He can't get that one to fall.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Took him no time at all on that one. Johnson's got 9 points.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Oakland? Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And here's Bosch for three. Drains the three-pointer.
And Bosch proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
Johnson for three. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Well, they gave up a three, but wasted no time answering on the other end.
Pass to Shaq. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
I just love to watch Cunningham orchestrate. At his size, that passing is elite.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Now, here's Cunningham. Lets the three fly. Thomas grabs the rebound. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
Wembanyama, a screen. Oakland grabs the miss. Bosh going around him. Connects from three-point range. He has 6.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looky like from 3 and capitalized.
Baltimore.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And we'll be back with you for the start of the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
Get the fuck out of here.
Happy with how they played here early on.
Yeah, they're off to a smooth start, but that's no reason to get comfortable. You cannot let up in this league.
Wembanyama, a screen. Nailed from three-point land. Daniels has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Oakland. And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time, and as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
Personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Wembanyama.
Well, look, any loss of focus can lead to mistakes. Guys in this league are just too good.
High release, solid form, nothing to complain about with Wemby's three-point shot.
And Embiid with the block.
And that block was all about timing, making sure he didn't foul while also protecting the rim.
Baltimore trails by 3.
Oh, so I'm about to restart my system. My system.
Here's Johnson. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13
I
shooting.
don't know why.
Guys,
Let me get a
that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Wembanyama.
Look, if you think you're going to get that over Wembanyama, you are crazy.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
The 3 from Thomas. Hands it from downtown.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now Bailey. Nothing on the board.
And no shortage of agility for Bailey. He just leaps up to the rim.
Sweet move. And the rejection by Embiid.
Well, you have to deny these easy shots when you can't. They send a clear message to your opponent.
And a wide open look for Daniels. And he's good on the 3-ball. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Oakland?
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
A 3 from Leonard. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
And out of bounds as Oakland gains possession. Booker looking around. A 3. And you know who? Devin Booker.
No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. It feels like he can score from anywhere.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Thomas will go to the line here. That's on Ace Bailey. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Booker outside. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk. And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And Benyama
You
outside.
stupid bitch.
Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. Johnson outside. And Baltimore again with the bucket.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
For three, Booker. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Baltimore on top as they end the second quarter on a 14-5 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And taken away by Paul. Shoots. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Paul's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Baltimore. No good from Booker.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
To stand, you don't see a whole lot of players 6'10" with the perimeter skills of a Franz Wagner.
Oh, you sure don't, Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength, and skill. And he can create shots for himself. He can finish through contact. And he will also create shots for his teammates.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Call for 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Booker draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Pass to Bailey. Fires for 3. Oakland again can't hit. Baltimore leading by 11. Paul with the 3. Again the miss by Paul. Now Oakland with it. A good-looking shot from the wing. Paul's got 7.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And he comes up with the deuce. Paul's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. They have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent.
No doubt one of the more imaginative players in our league. Paul consistently finds ways to score.
And taken away by Paul from downtown. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
A different look for Oakland. There's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Paul's got 20 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
That's a 2 from Paul. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 22 points for him.
Well, he's so often the setup man, but tonight, Paul's been calling his own number.
Mitchell in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Nice shot. Doing his part to stretch out that defense.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Puts up a deep three. And Oakland hits again from deep.
Well, when Cunningham's hitting from that range, the defense knows they're in trouble.